Hello, my love. Good morning to you. I hope that this finds you well. I hope that if you are drinking a beverage this morning that it awakens your senses, either in its temperature or its taste in your mouth or down your throat, or perhaps a coolness or heat in your chest. Good morning. I was thinking about owning my mistakes and how important and useful and honest that course of action was in terms of when I made a mistake, I found it much more agreeable to accept it and to own it and to take a responsibility for it when it occurred, whether it was in something that occurred in my work life or my home life or my friendships, whatever it may be. I am much more a fan of falling on one sword than sweeping things under the rug and praying that no one will notice. And it's not simply a question of being a fan of. I think that owning your mistakes is the right course because it's honest and it leads to your own integrity, let alone your integrity in the eyes of others. But that internal integrity is so important, or at least I found was so important for me. And I also found, surprisingly, that if your work is good, if your effort is there, if you are trying, whether it's in a project through employment or with your friends, your mistakes will be forgiven. And most importantly, you must learn to forgive them yourself. And you cannot do that if you do not own them, if you do not accept them. And so, for me, it's extremely important. It was throughout my life to admit my mistakes, my foibles and my errors. There were certainly many, as we all have, quite frankly, even those who do not like to admit it or accept it or look in that corner of the room. But I recommend it highly. And so I leave that for you to think about. And I wish you well as you go forth in your day. I hope you check out the music of Leon Bridges at some point. It almost makes me want to move now, even as I imagine it. And of course, the Fountainhead, for what it is worth, which may be much or may be little. So I will leave it at that and bid you adieu.